Good evening. Hey, everybody. Come in, come in, come in. It's Dr. Tam checking in again. Here we are doing another live. Y'all, I'm keeping up my word. It's important to keep our word to ourselves. And I made a commitment to myself that I'm coming in here every day this month and I'm doing lives and I am showing up. So if you are keeping your word to yourself, you should be proud of yourself. Yes. So I wanted to pop in here this evening. It is just about time to lay it down. It's been a very, hey, Misty. Good evening, dear. Thank you for popping in. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day today. Been very busy today, but nonetheless, I wanted to pop in here and to share a couple things with you before I call it a night. It's been a long night. Okay. But anyway, I wanted to share a couple things. I'm going to back up really quickly. So this morning, I was in my Bible study, and I have a personal Bible study that I do every day with myself where I spend time in the Word. Um, hey, Misty, love from Houston. Here I am in Dallas. But I every day I do spend time in the Word, in just being in God's presence. And so I wanted to share something that kind of came to me this morning. And you may be familiar with the verse Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these other things will be added unto you. Right? Well, I took that a little bit further. That's one that we hear a lot. You hear that a lot. But I wanted to take that a little bit further. I want to talk about Matthew 6:33. Y'all, why are we worrying? Why are we worrying? So my message, my word of encouragement tonight is don't worry. Don't worry. Years ago, now these are things that the next few times that we jump on here together, I'm going to be sharing things that I wish somebody would have told me a long time ago. That I wish I would have learned a long time ago. But one of those things was don't worry. And I wish that someone would have taken some time and sat me down and said, why are you worried about things that you have absolutely no control over? I have no idea where that impression came from, where we get that from, that we are in control, that we have control over things. But let me tell you something, y'all, that's false. That's a lie. It is not true. And so, even just in the fact of like worrying, you're thinking about something else that hasn't even happened yet. You're worried about something that hasn't even happened yet, or you worried about something that might happen. I mean, you don't know if it's going to happen. That adds stress to our lives. Come on now, we know that's stressful when we do that, right? So my word is to encourage everybody this evening. Don't worry. Matthew 6:36 and 34 says, therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has enough worries of its own. Each day has its own worries. You being right here in the present, in this very day, that's enough of its own. And think about it, that is so true, right? With everything that's happening right now in our world around us, it's enough. Just the fact that we are in this day, number one, it's a blessing to be within this day, but even within this day, it's enough for us to worry about. We don't even have to think about tomorrow because it's enough right here where our minds can be concentrating on. Okay. That part. I wish someone would have told me that part. I think back years, even like when I was in college, and I think about the times where I was going to school, working two jobs, and always like studying in the books. You know, it was important for me to do well in school, and that was on me. That was just something that I had that was something, no pressure from anybody else. Those were my own expectations for myself. And so I did well in school. And so I missed out on a lot. Like now when I hear friends talking about, hey, you remember when we went to this place and we hung out, and we went on this trip, and I think about all the spring break trips that my friends went on, and I was working. I was working. I was either working or I was studying, getting ready for finals, right? I was worried about, oh, well, I got to do really good on this test. And for what? Like, think about it. For what? Am I even using those things now? No, I will tell you, I'm not using those things. And I bet you anything that you're not either. Stuff that you used to worry about. And you thinking back now, it's like, why was I even worried about that? I don't understand. It doesn't make it. Why was I worried about that stuff? Don't even matter. It doesn't even matter. So just the fact that we worry about these things, yes, it's the unknown. Yes, that part, Misty. Exactly. We worried about stuff that we don't even know about. We adding stress to our lives. And for what reason? For what reason? They tell us that stress, being stressed, you think about all the damage that it can do to our bodies. I think about, I used to suffer from headaches all the time. I used to have ulcers, like, and that was stress because I was a worrier. I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one, but I'm just sharing with you guys. I look back now at these things and I'm like, why was I even worried about this stuff? Because none of that stuff even matters. The things that you stressed about in some kind of way, it worked out. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that right there, that's exactly what I am talking about. Those things that do not matter. So what is it that we can do? I'm not going to be on here very long tonight. I know I say that every night, every time I get on here. But seriously, I want to share just 3 things with you that I have learned through the years. After all those years of worrying about things that I could not change, I have learned these 3 things, and that have tremendously helped me to be uh, less stressed in my life. Okay. And so, number 1 is to be present and enjoy the journey. I can't go back to my college days. I can't, those trips, that opportunities that I had to hang out with friends and go on trips with friends and different excursions and all these explorations and these great grand things that they did. And I mean, they had the college experience where you're going out, you're meeting new people, you're experiencing new cultures and like all these great things, right? And it's not necessarily just college, it's life, period. It could be the same way in the office building when people may, hey, like, hey, we're gonna get together after work. You want to come hang out with us? No, well, you know what? I got something to do. And you ain't got nothing to do. You ain't got nothing to do, right? That goes back to the other one that I was talking about the other day. I'm shy. I'm an introvert. I just want to keep to myself. No, be present. Enjoy the journey. The time, our greatest resource, it will run out for all of us. Time is not endless. So when the opportunity presents itself, enjoy the journey. Be present in the moment. I think about times where there was like family gatherings and things like that, holiday celebrations. I miss that because I chose to either work or study. And I look back at those moments now. I cannot tell you what I was studying about, but I know my nose was in a book somewhere. If I wasn't in a book, I was on somebody's job that I'm not even there anymore. Come on now. So when the opportunity presents itself, one thing to help us, yes, Misty, I'm glad you're here, dear. I'm glad you're here. One thing is to be present and enjoy the journey because we don't get it back. My timer right now here says 9:30, 35, 36. Right. That's how I've been on here for 9 minutes. That 9 minutes ago when I started, I don't get that back. We don't get time back. We do not get time back. It's not like we can go buy some time. So enjoy the moment. Be present in the moment. because time, it will run out for all of us. Another way to help us not to worry so much about life, because life has its own, tomorrow has its own worries. Another tip is to be grateful. To be grateful. Do you know how many people there are right now in this world who would trade places with you in a heartbeat? And you're sitting there, woe is me. I don't have this. I don't have this. I don't have this. You're looking at the things that you don't have. And those are the things that you were worried about. So I encourage you to be more grateful. Gratitude is like food for the soul. Gratitude is like food for the soul. When we focus on lack, we miss the abundance. When we focus on things that we don't have, oh, we miss looking around at all the things that we do actually have. You might be saying right now, oh, well, I'm not riding in that new G-Wagon that I want, but you got a vehicle. Oh, I don't make the money that I do that I want to make right now, but you got a job. Do you know what the unemployment rate is like right now? Be grateful for what you do have. Oh, well, I wish they did, I wish that my friends would call me and to hang out with me, and but you good. Even if they don't call you, you still good. So why is it that why do we focus on things that we don't have? That only adds stress to our life. And when we focus on lack, you miss the abundance. There are so many people right now in this world who would trade places with you just like that. And then the third tip, and I'm going to wrap it up. To reduce the stress, don't worry about tomorrow, y'all. Don't worry about tomorrow. Be more authentic. Be you. We're worried about, and I get it, because especially with social media, the influence right now, like what's out there, what we see, it's very tempting to compare yourself with other people. However, you alone, just you are the only you in this world. There may be somebody else that resembles you. There may be someone else who has some of the ways like you, but there is not, even if you had a twin, even if you had a twin and they say that you're identical, there's still a difference between you. You alone, just as you are, you have been uniquely and wonderfully made just the way that you are. Focus on you. Be authentically you, just as you are. What's special about you? Ask, look at yourself in the mirror. Well, what is special about me? There is something special about every single one of us. Every single one of us. We are uniquely and we are wonderfully made. There is something special about every single one of us. What is that for you? What is that one thing for you? Focus on that. You're worried about, oh, well, I don't have hair like hers, or I'm not as pretty as she is, or I'm not as tall as she is, or I don't make the kind of money that she does. I don't live in the house that she does. I don't drive the car that she does. But you are beautiful alone. You are uniquely and wonderfully made all on your own. You are special just as you are, all on your own. Just the way that you are. So I hope that encourages you tonight. I hope this has inspired you tonight. Don't worry. Don't worry. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow has enough worries of its own. There's nothing we can do about it, y'all. Be in the moment, Be present. Be grateful. Focus on those things that you do have. And then lastly, be authentically you, just as you are. All right? Hey, y'all. I told you I won't be on here very long. All right. So I'm about to jump off of here, but I want to invite you to something. If you are a Christian who is looking for a community of people who are doing life together, a group of people who we are overcoming fears, we are overcoming self doubt, we are pursuing our goals, we are embracing who we truly are. We are embracing the people who we truly are and who we have been created to be. I want you to click that link down below because I want you to join our community. In the description, there's a link. Click on the link and you and I will have a conversation. I'm going to tell you more about our programs and I'll tell you even more about our community. But I want you to be a part of this community where we are doing life together. We are learning how to be ourselves and we are embracing ourselves just as we are. We are living the life that we were truly created to live. All right? All right. You guys have been great. Thank y'all for popping in here tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Hey, don't forget, as I always say, I want you to hit that subscribe button because I'm coming in here. I'm dropping heat every day. Also, share this word with someone so they can also be encouraged. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about tomorrow. Focus on today. All right. You guys have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.